Hi everyone, this is Manjula Devi going to take lecture on anti-malarial agents. We are going to discuss about the small introduction, etiology, epidemiology, pathogenesis, signs and symptoms, diagnosis, treatment, prevention and complications. Malaria is a life-threatening disease which is in human got infected with the Plasmodium protozoa when bitten by the infective female Anopheles mosquito vector. The symptoms may appear within weeks to months or even years. Alternative names for the mosquito is catamalaria, falciparum malaria, black water fever and Tetian malaria. So etiology, there are four species for parasites: Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium vivox, Plasmodium vowel, Plasmodium malaria. So this is the epidemiology. The green color indicated areas or the transmission occurs high and chloroquine resistant area. So epidemiology, 40% of the world population is at risk. For 90% of the deaths is due to malaria, occurs in the South Sahara Africa, mostly among the young children. Around 400 to 900 million people are affected. At least 2.57 million deaths are occurs annually. So Plasmodium falciparum, 50% malaria in India, and Plasmodium vivox is commonest in India, and Plasmodium malaria is affects Africa and South America, and vowel affects the African continent. Pathogenesis, the parasitic life. First, the infection is produced, sporocytes will be formed, and it is converted into the zoos in the liver, and sexual and asexual cycle will be formed, and it occurs in the stages. First, the transmission of a female Anopheles mosquito bites and releases the sporospores into the bloodstream of the human. This circulates about 30 minutes and invade the liver. Next slide is pre-erythrocytic phase, that is occurs in the liver, or it is called it as hepatic phase. That is takes place in the hepatocytes. The sporocytes mature into the zytons, which rupture into the micelles, merocytes. Duration of this phase depends upon the species. Next one is the asexual phase or erythrocytic zygonia. The merocytes invert into the red blood cells. The red blood cells will grow and mature into the topocytes, which appear as a ring forms. The topocytes develop into zygones. Infected red blood cells then rupture and releases numerous merocytes from the zygon to infected the other red blood cells. The merocytes release results in the fever, chills, rigorous and other symptoms of malarial infection. Last stage is sexual phase, that is some of the merocytes differentiate into male and female gametocytes. The form of plasmodia infected the mosquitoes. They are taken by the mosquito during the another blood meal. These fuses to form a gut lumen of mosquito, and this ocinoid invades the stomach walls to form the oocyte. This in turns into the develop and release the sporocytes, which migrate to the salivary gland of mosquito. This mosquito then goes into infect the another human host. So this is the pathogenesis of the malaria. The parasite development occurs in the RBCs, and surface changes will occur in the RBC, and lysis will be occurs in the infected cell. That will lead to the shock, hyperexemia, coma, dysentery, jaundice, edema and anuria. Incubation period for all the malarial fever depends on the or varies on the species. Incubation period is 7 days to 14 days, and the merocyte maturation occurs from 5 days to 6 days, 16 days, and merocyte produced from 40,000 to 2,000. Clinical signs and symptoms: cold stage, hot stage and sweating. So this is the diagrammatic representation of these three stages, which you call it as malarial paroxysm. Signs and symptoms: the most dangerous type and insidious onset is measles, headache, vomiting, fever, cough, diarrhea and jaundice. Plasmodium vivox and Plasmodium ovale will cause a fever every 48 hours and rigors. It produces anemia slowly, and relapse may occur in common. In Plasmodium malaria species, fever occurs every third day. Mild symptoms will be there and causes glomerulonephritis and nephrotic syndrome in the children. Severe malaria will cause cerebral malaria. Generalized conversion will occur in 24 hours, and severe normocytic anemia will be there, hypoglycemia, acute renal failure, abnormal bleeding, jaundice, hemoglobinuria, circulatory collapse, shock, septicemia and hyperparasitemia will be there. These are all the complications of the malaria: pulmonary edema, anemia, and child with severe anemia, which consists of acidosis and respiratory distress, and laparoscopic or diagnostic findings will be there. Other test has to be identified, and malarial antigen and or enzyme detection test has to be done to detect the malaria. And these are all the diagrammatic representation of showing the RBC cells will be having your falciparum appearance. This is how they are going to diagnose. Smear will be produced and it should be marked with the label, and it should be diagnosed with the help of different types of species and its indication. So this is the nucleus chromatin dot which is present inside that. This is cytoplasm of the vacuole will be there. Stippling will be there for indicating the malaria. There are the 3 development stages will be there seen in the blood smears, that is troporocyte, zyzones and gametocytes. So next one is the diagrammatic representation of falciparum. It is a small, regular, fine and flushy cytoplasm will be there. Infected RBC is not seen. Infection is common. And next one is rapid diagnostic test to detect the malarial antigen, that is negative, Plasmodium vivax and falciparum. Other methods to diagnose malaria are PCR method, fluorescent techniques and serological test. Complicated malaria will have these clinical features and these laboratory test results. Treatment: according to WHO, we have to give combination therapy. Use of 2 or more zyzonotyl drugs will be used for different types of mode of action. Artemisinin is in combination or the best. Mechanism of action is production of free radicals that it kills the parasite. Active against all the human malarial parasite, does not affect the hepatic stage. We have to give artemisinin along with the artesunate 100 mg and amiodarone 270 mg twice daily for 3 days. We also give lumefantrine 4 tablets 12 hourly for 6 doses. We also give the combination of quinine with the doxycycline. So for severe malaria, we have to give artesunate 2.4 mg per kg intravenously or intramuscularly for every 12 hours and 24 hours. We have to transfer the fluid therapy also for recovering the dehydration, and we have to transfuse the blood also if the anemia is very severe. And we have to go for blood transfusion if there is no solid evidence to show the motility or reduce the motility. And steroids may also there, but due to the motility, the steroid has to be reduced. Recommendation for the Plasmodium vivax, oval and malaria: chloroquine is going to be given, and for radical Q we have to give Primaquine 50 mg daily dose for 14 days, and it may cause hemolysis because of the patient is having glucose 6 phosphatase deficiency. How to prevent malaria? For early diagnosis and treatment of cases, vector control should be there, and we have to reduce the contact with the already infected patient, avoid mosquito bites by using the wearing gloves, trousers and nets, repellent creams and sprays, early detection, and we can also control the epidemics. So chemotherapy should be given in 1 week before traveling and continued with 4 weeks after traveling, and depends upon the area of the travel, chloroquine resistance or not we have to see. And anti-malarial agent, if it is chloroquine resistant is high, we can go for mefloquine. Moderate, we can give chloroquine with proguanil, and if it is chloroquine sensitive, we can go for chloroquine and proguanil. So predisposing factors for the complication: extreme of age, pregnancy, especially primigravide, and in the second half of the pregnancy, immunosuppressed patient, immunocompromised patient, splenectomy, lack of a previous exposure to malaria. Complication due to the medication: vomiting, dizziness, itching, abdominal pain, convulsion, coma, hypoglycemia, anemia, jaundice and fever. So this is the action of anti-malarial drugs and different stages of malarial parasites. Thank you.